Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun and send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Friday. And yes, I said Friday because we're celebrating the end of the week because we worked so hard to now sit back, relax, talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And boy, do I have news for you in the States. Tennessee. Everyone knows like that cool song by Ella Langley right now, Choosing Texas. And you know, We'll talk about that later. I'm obsessed with that song. Also, we have Tennessee with Bitcoin and crypto miners. Some news there, which is part of our spotlight actually with Kansas, because I saw Kansas first and then I saw Tennessee and I was like, ooh, we're getting some things in different states right now, in different cities. So I decided to combine them. We have Binance news. We have South Korea. Caroline Ellison from FTX is apparently getting out of jail. Donnie T news. We also have the SEC and the CFTC drumming up some drama, as well as Tristan Thompson, the basketball player. Yes, he's trying to get into NFTs and things of that nature. Crazy enough, he actually comments on my posts a lot of the time, but he doesn't even follow me, but he likes to comment on my posts, so he's a secret fan at the end of the day. Hello, Tristan. Shout out to you, King. Everyone go under my live stream on X and comment and tag Tristan Thompson. Tell him to tune in and watch the show. But we're getting after it today. We have a lot of news to discuss, but of course, always, we have a goal, which is 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 25,000 subscribers, guys. What are we doing? What is happening? Please, guys, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We have 150. I see people subscribing. I literally watch people subscribe IRL to my channel, but the number doesn't move, and it's not cool. I don't like what they're doing here. But smash the like and subscribe anyway. Hopefully it moves. We're trying to get 150 more subscribers within the next 3 weeks, guys. We have 3 weeks. It's easily achievable. I think we're going to do it. But we're going to get after it nonetheless, and I'm going to say good morning to you as you say good morning to me, and check out our two amazing subscribers of the show. I'm all over the place, guys. Again, I have not been feeling good all week, so I'm so sorry. Two amazing sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off. We're going to say good morning, and then I want to talk about something else I did yesterday. Spur of the moment type thing. We have Jesse. Hello, Mike Volmer, Flat Earth, Silver Days. I think Silverback is here too. Doge Bowl, David Bowles is here. Jesse, thank you as always. The Black Hat pieces everywhere. We have Alexandra G, my G. Good morning. Who else we got? Wow, you guys are really chatting it up this morning. I love what's going on here. I need to go get like my latte tomorrow. I need to go get my beautiful latte from my favorite cafe. I've been craving it. Right, Aquarian, good morning. Nice to see you. Welcome. Who else we got? There's Silver Days. I see you. Mama Shadow is Local for Crypto. Nice to see you. Joe Harvey is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yukio and Mike Mazzone are always on X. Always good to see y'all. Who else we got? Mr. Flex, good morning. Sergio is here. Nice to see you. Neo, good morning. Gary, good morning. Oh my gosh, we have so many people. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hi, Ray K. Oh yes. Thank you, Ray K. Ray K, what's up? What are you sending to? More of what? Shout out to Ray K. I emailed you back this morning, Ray K. I emailed you. But we're good. Oh, code GOLD still works for 40% off. I thought they shut it off. All right, guys, use code GOLD and get 40% off a Market Cipher. Code GOLD. Use my link. It's the most important part is using my link. Hello, Alex Kaimana, Silo of Crypto. Greetings from Brooklyn. Oh, hello, my Brooklyn friends. Where are you from in Brooklyn? I used to live in Bay Ridge. Oh my gosh, Spencer is here. Guys, everyone say hello to Spencer on X. We love Spencer, and I can't tell you why yet. Hopefully by Monday I'll be able to let you know. But we love Spencer. Shout out to Spencer. Oh my God. Israel Unite. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're getting after it today. We're going to hop into that market recap and then our breaking news headlines. And I am so excited. Ooh, just like Spencer, like just ignited my fire. Ooh. Hello, One House. I see you over there. All right. Let's get into the nitty gritty here. Axie Infinity. What? Having this resurgence of love of 16.5%. This is very 2021 of us. Dash is up 7%. Nice to see all of the beautiful green bubbles here. Of course, we have a little bit of a mix in between, but we're going to take what we can get and remain bullish. Hello from the Netherlands. Oh, hello, Jules. Thank you so much for being here from the Netherlands on TikTok. See, this is why I love crypto and I love social media. I love this space because everyone is from a different place. Why don't we all comment what country we're from? Because just on YouTube alone, we have like, I believe 5+ different countries just on YouTube right now. So yeah, let's keep getting after it. Guys, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. We're going to do a like blitz, I think, later on YouTube. All right, guys, let's keep getting after it. We do have Bitcoin at $88,839. People are screaming, they're crying over Bitcoin going below 90,000, which again is not something that scares me in the slightest. Why? Because when in doubt, I zoom out and I know that Bitcoin is the best performing asset of all time. In addition to that, again, you can look what the facts are, which is around that 74 to 77K is where we had some resistance in our initial kickoff back here on election day of 2024. Again, when Donnie T secured the bag to become our president yet again. We had that spike above 69K. We kicked up to 99, about 100, pulled back down to 75. I believe, again, our bear scenario still remains this, around 74 to 77K. Even below that, I would even like to go back to about 64 to 67K. But that's just me being radical. It's just me being radical. Am I saying it's happening? No. Do I want it to happen? No. But is anything a possibility in this world? Absolutely. Especially the fact that, here's the other side of the coin. Get it? Other side of the coin? Yeah? No. Okay. That was a miss. That was a miss. I accept that as a miss. But our bullish scenario remains. Again, I'm going to stick to it. If we push through that 97 with confidence, we might go and test that 200-day right after. 200-day SMA, around 105.3K. I'm confident in Bitcoin. I don't know. This chop right here scares everybody. That I refuse to understand. And I won't understand. And I will continue to just tell you that I'm the most bullish person in this space because it's more than just this number. It's more than whatever these wicks and candles are on the chart. It's about a revolution that we're a part of to empower not just us, but the next generation and to save everyone and to push us all towards financial freedom. Though you guys like the charts, so we're going to continue to look at market Cipher here. Red dot printed, confirmed, played out like a little slip and slide at Six Flags. Now we also have the VWAP that's making a nice move to the upside. It's a little flat right now, but it's okay. We're gonna remain bullish and just happy with ourselves. Also, we are mid-bear with this RSI. I would say, again, this is a stellar looking RSI. We had a major pump, bordered that overbought, and just tanked it. Again, that's the best thing you can do. Reset. It's like, again, you use the weekend to reset. You're working all week, Monday through Friday, and then you finally wake up a little late on Saturday, and you're like, wow. This feels great. That's exactly what Bitcoin needs to do. Just dump it down, let everyone get liquidated, let everyone have their bad moods, and then relieve the selling pressure, move right back up. I'm bullish on the after show too, indeed. Thank you for that, Black Hat. Guys, we are having a members only after show, so please make sure you guys are members of the channel. You'll get access to all of these cool emojis, and then you're gonna hang out with us in Discord. Also, guys, I don't see emojis in this chat right now. I need member emojis to like invigorate my soul right now. Oh my gosh, wait, who just came in here? Wow, okay. Wait, did Alex O raid in here, guys? Did Papa O raid in here? Oh shoot, we just like shot up like over 100 viewers on YouTube. That was wild. Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for being here. I need to see member emojis. We need to see some noodles. I feel like my noodles low-key cooked today. And for y'all that might be new to the show and you're like, what does she mean by the noodle? You know when people say like, you're losing your noodle? I do that quite often on this podcast. I do that quite often here. Sorry. Everyone knows I tend to lose it once in a while, but it's all for good reason because I just care about you. I really do. I don't know why people don't really like love one another. I feel like that's just a basic commandment. Just love one another, be happy, and just like be with yourself. When am I having the game of Fortnite? That's a great question, Gary. I downloaded Fortnite yesterday. I cleared up space on my computer just so I could update it. I kind of am tempted. I try not to play video games just because it, I try not to play video games because there's a rage inside of me that gets ignited. I'm too competitive. But at the same time, I feel like maybe you guys would enjoy that side of me, just being a little bit crazy. Do I have a podcast? You're watching it right now, my friend, on TikTok. And if you go on YouTube, there's a greater chat over there. Also on X, we have a bunch of friends. But you want to see the videos, you want to see the visuals, so you got to go to YouTube. Guys, we have news. Oh my gosh, smash the like, get after it, guys. We have news. And we're going to get into it right now. Let's do this. Shocker, friends. I'm an author. I'm just kidding. But maybe I'm not. Technically, I am. To a degree. Yesterday, I was feeling very compelled, and this is where our breaking news headlines start, because it's breaking news, that I wrote my first article for X, and I just felt like a light in my soul yesterday. I was sitting down, and I was like taking meetings, I was creating content, and my brain was just exploring, and my brain was like, article. And I said, article? My brain said, write it now. And I didn't even know what I was going to write when I initially sat down, because I had a very nice meeting with somebody yesterday. And it was another woman in the space. We were connecting. She's very sweet. I'm going to probably have her on my podcast down the line whenever she's ready. But we were just having a conversation about like, what do we need in this space? And she was like, Randi, like, what are your goals for 2026? And I was like, education, like relentless education, to the point where people might actually get sick of me. And we were talking about the algo and, just saying that the algorithm favors a lot of degenerate content. And I told her, like, a lot of what I post isn't for now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about the likes right now. It's not about the quote unquote fame. What is this going to get me right now? It's not about that. This is for later, where I'm writing these articles. I put out these educational videos, and no, do they pop off as much as political drama? No. Does it pop off as much as like, oh, what's my favorite token on Uniswap that I'm going to shill today? No, and I won't do that anyway for a reason. And so I just,
Pump the likes, y'all. Thumbs up emoji.
Pimp it. Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you. And so I really just want to start really honing in on just real content. Stuff that the space says they want to see, but are they really going to support it? And either way, again, this isn't for right now. This is for later. Like 2 years down the line, 5 years, 10 years, looking back on something like this and saying, you know what, this content is still relevant because it's still something people need to learn. And so this is what I really love, which is I just went for a guide. I was like, this is going to be the first thing. I know that this is what people have questions about all the time. And I've created videos on it, but sometimes people need something written out. So that's what I did. And when I was younger, especially in school, I was a big writer. Like, I wrote all the time. I loved writing ever since elementary school. I was very locked in. Even throughout high school, I would just like pump out these essays in less than 10 minutes. Like, once I start going, I'm on fire. You know what I mean? Especially the same thing with me in books. Like, if I start reading a book, I will smash that thing in like 2 days if I'm really like locked in, So I had this conversation with this girl. We were talking about education. We were talking about what we need to do in 2026. And I got off that phone call and I was just sitting down again, meditating, just being in like my mess. And I was just like, you know what? This is what I need to do. I created a thumbnail. I made all this myself. I was like, you know what? Who cares? Let me do it. And so I just wrote this article to help people out, how to download. It's literally step by step. 1, So this overall, how to buy and store Bitcoin, step by step. Okay, step 1, buying Bitcoin. How do you do it? Step 2, create your own wallet. How do you do it? Step 3, all right, now you got your wallet, you got your exchange. How do you make them interact? How do you send your Bitcoin off your exchange to your wallet? Bam, got you, son. Less than 10 minutes, you will become a full Bitcoin owner with this article. Less than 10 minutes. I used OKX and Cake Wallet as an example. OKX, you sign up for OKX, takes you 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. So I'm getting into my writing groove now and I'm locking in. So if you guys have certain topics you want an article on, I don't know if I'm going to go strictly educational, if I should mix it with maybe some philosophical things, maybe get into some philosophy about Bitcoin and my thoughts on, where this is all going. And so I know X is making a big push for articles as well, and people want longer form content, so that's what I did. And I hope you guys like it and you go and share it out, because again, like, I just really locked in and it was just like, whew, I was just like on fire for a little bit. So I hope you guys like it. That is our first breaking news headline, is that I wrote an article. Yay. Also, we're going to go into, some beautiful international headlines, which is Binance applying for a MiCA license in Greece so all of our Greek friends can get after it. Binance submitted an application for authorization under the EU's MiCA regulation in Greece as regulators warn of looming compliance deadlines. And I don't know if you remember, Greece had a lot of financial issues not too long ago. A spokesperson from Binance confirmed that on Friday, the exchange had filed for a MiCA license in Greece and was working with their regulator, the Hellenic Capital Market Commission, the HCMC, saying, "We welcome the opportunity to work closely with the HCMC as this new regulation takes shape in the EU and look forward to contributing to the long-term growth of the EU's digital financial ecosystem." So this is big, very, very big. Binance is just taking over the world. And that's really what I wanted to go and show you guys, is that Binance is just place to place to place. But we're going to go into South Korea now too, because I just want to throw in Binance and Greece. They're just taking over. Now, South Korea is probing some seized Bitcoin. Oh, this is dramatic. This is so dramatic. This is drama. We're going to look at the drama. Okay. Crypto mishaps have long plagued individual investors and exchanges, but now governments aren't even immune. This was so interesting. South Korea's Gwangju district, prosecutors there are investigating the loss of a substantial Bitcoin stash seized in a criminal case, local media reports. An internal audit flagged the issue. The coins were likely stolen via phishing during the official storage and management process. How unhinged is that? How unhinged? Oh boy. An official told Yonhap News, "We're currently investigating the circumstances surrounding the loss and the whereabouts of the seized items, saying we can't confirm any specific details." What? You're telling me a government lost their crypto due to a phishing attack? Like, they couldn't get around that? That is unhinged. Now the real question is it someone that works within the government that did that hack, that knew that the transaction was going to take place, what links were going to get clicked? However this happened, I would like an explanation, because this looks like an insider job. Oh my God, literally Black Hat Sec at the same time. That is so wild. That is unhinged. That is so unhinged. So thought I would share that to you. Jojo, the loss, was that an accent? I guess. It's the way, it's my tone. Well, I feel like there's a lot of interesting questions in the live chat today. They're on multiple platforms that are kind of catching me off guard. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much. What was the crypto? In this case, I think it was Bitcoin, seized Bitcoin. But guys, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for popping out today, my beautiful loves. Thank you. Business owner tips said, "Love the educational angle. So many people don't know about crypto. The markets will only get better as more people understand." That's what I'm trying to do, because I feel like people have this false perception of what crypto is until they finally get it, and oh, okay, now it makes sense. Such weird questions today. I'm sorry. I'm just getting distracted. We're going to talk about Caroline Ellison. I had to throw this in. I had to. Guys, of course, because it's like, you know, big for crypto. Caroline Ellison, if you guys don't know who this woman is, take a look at her. Does she look familiar? She is SBF's ex-woman. You know, they were together. They were in a relationship. And so FTX was run by SBF. And Caroline Ellison ran Alameda Research. And again, you look back, what happened? If you put your money into FTX, it was actually going to Alameda Research and thus into her pocket and SBF's parents' pockets for them to go buy property and put it in their name. Oh, wow. But Caroline was just, I don't know how she got there. She literally said she didn't even need to use basic math or really risk management or stop losses when it came to the trading at Alameda Research. She was supposed to be in jail for a little bit, but now it seems like she got out. Why? What is happening? Let's check it out. Caroline Ellison, the former head of Alameda Research, an essential cooperating witness in the FTX prosecution, which, again, she was all with SBF up until she had to go speak to the authorities. Then she freaking took the bus and drove it right over this poor kid. And again, I still think that SPF is at fault, but I think Caroline was also at fault. Also, his parents. His parents, I think, was a major part. But she was released from federal prison after serving about 14 months out of her 2-year sentence tied to the crypto exchange's collapse, according to the Bureau of Prison Records. Now, she is 31 now. She pled guilty in late 2022 to multiple fraud and conspiracy charges related to the misuse of FTX customer funds and was sentenced in 2024 after testifying extensively. Again, really threw this guy under the bus extensively. FTX collapsed after it was revealed that its affiliate firm, again, Alameda Research, was propped up by FTX's own token and secretly relied on customer funds, triggering a loss of confidence that spiraled into a liquidity run. She had been housed under the Bureau of Prisons Residential Reentry Management Program, a halfway house placement that allows inmates to serve the final portion of their sentences under supervision while receiving career counseling, job placement support, financial management assistance, and other services aimed at easing their transition back into the workforce. She agreed back then to forfeit. Again, she literally only served 14 months out of 2 years. She's serving the last, 10 months in a halfway house, which where is she going to go work after this? Freaking SBF's parents' McDonald's location they probably opened with FTX's money. Who knows? But she forfeited $11 billion in assets tied to the fraud and accepted a 10-year ban on serving as an officer or director of the company. Why does the company still exist? And here's the other thing. They still have Backpack, which is in Europe, I believe. And they're trying to do things over there. Like, who in the world, literally the world, would trust these people? I just don't get it. Oh, yeah, you can't go back to FTX and play your role. Why is FTX still even a thing? Please, like, I don't know. That's so sus. This is so sus. Super sus. Maybe she can learn math. Exactly. Maybe she can learn math in the halfway house. Memory Man, I don't get what you're trying to say in the chat, bro. And I'll just leave it there. Like, I've been very transparent about everything I've done, especially when it came to my Dubai trip. I went to Dubai, I went to conferences, and I came back home. You know, I have nothing to do about with whatever happens. Like, you know, I don't know what you're trying to say here. But please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Let's get after it. The chat is weird today. I don't know what's going on with the chat. I think we need to do like a little like blitz. So what I'm going to ask everyone to do is unlike the stream. If you can, unlike it, unlike it, unlike it. And then after this headline, we'll re-like the stream. I think maybe that'll get some more people in here. All right, please smash the like and subscribe. We're getting some subscribers today. Love that. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go into some financial stuff with banks and things of that nature. Revolut, which is really big outside of the US, and they are in the US, but seems as though they dropped their US bank merger. Why? Maybe they want to be independent. Revolut is a UK fintech firm that offers crypto trading, and they scrapped plans to buy a US bank and will instead apply for a standalone banking license as they expand in the world's largest financial market, which again, I would say makes sense, especially because this administration is very open to crypto. The London-based company had sought a fast track to entry into the American banking system, acquiring a chartered US lender, a move that would have allowed it to operate in all 50 states. But as they have hit their $75 billion valuation, it concluded that an acquisition would be slower and more complicated than expected, and a purchase would probably have required it to keep physical branches, undermining their digital model. But there are a lot of digital-only banks. However, it seems that Revolut is still partnering with a lot of people, including Trust Wallet, to enable instant crypto purchases in the EU with zero fees in some cases. They also have a MiCA license in Cyprus. That is fire. I have to say, Revolut's really getting it. I have to say, they're really getting it. And a lot of people really like using their services. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please smash the like now. We're going to all smash the like at the same time. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smash the like. Thank you guys. Please smash the like on the video. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I what happened, Digi? It says you had audio issues and then you had to shut down and come back. Yeah, a lot of people have had those problems with YouTube lately. Please go ahead and smash the like. Let's like pamp it. Yeah, do you guys use Revolut? I want to know, my European friends, do you guys use Revolut? I know a lot of people love it over there. I think I've met the team too. They're nice people. Danny, thank you for the gifts on TikTok. We're going to talk about Capital One, actually. Capital One has been doing a lot of interesting stuff, and they acquired a stablecoin payment enabler. Get this. This is very, very interesting. Capital One also has some good credit cards. Gotta say, they do. Capital One Financial Corp has agreed to acquire fintech startup Brex at a deal value at $5.15 billion, expanding their push into tech-driven corporate finance and payments. Under the terms of the agreement, Capital One will pay 50% in cash, 50% in stock for Brex, and the acquisition would fold one of Silicon Valley's best-known financial tech firms into Capital One's commercial banking and payments business. So the Capital One founder and CEO Richard Fairbank, very interesting last name, saying in a statement that Brex has reshaped how fast-growing companies manage their finances. Now, they built a reputation, Brex, by offering corporate cards and cash management tools tailored to startups and tech companies. And then we see here that they're also growing in relevance to crypto and digital assets. Back in September, they announced plans to launch native stablecoin payments, saying that it would become the first global corporate card platform to enable instant balance payments using stablecoins. And again, notice how they're saying stablecoins and not deposit tokens. I think that is the most key thing in this article. Stablecoins. Good. Deposit token. Bad. Deposit token, CBDC light. Deposit token means closed system that's not transparent. Yeah. So I'm saying good on Capital One and good on Brex until we find otherwise. Until we find otherwise. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. Smash the like. We're going into even more bank news. Ooh, I know you guys can't see my feet, but they're wiggling. They're wiggling. As Donnie T, get this, filed a $5 billion lawsuit against JP Morgan for apparently debanking him, which is why the Donnie T family was like, we're going to start World Liberty because we want to right the wrongs of the TradFi system. Yeah, apparently they got debanked, and Donnie T is coming in, boom, guns blazing. Guns a-blazing. Take a look at this. Donnie T filed a $5 billion lawsuit against JPM on Thursday, alleging the bank of debanking him and some of his companies in 2021 without merit. Pop off, pop off. The lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade alleges that the bank engaged in trade libel, breached good faith and fair dealing provisions, and the CEO, Jamie Dimon, this is good, violated Florida's deceptive trade practices law. And this is why Florida, baby. Florida! I love Florida. Donnie T said he'd sue JP Morgan over the past weekend. In a statement, JP Morgan spokesperson stated, "While we regret Donnie T has sued us, we believe the suit has no merit." Of course you do. "We respect the president's right to sue us and our right to defend ourselves. That's what courts are for." The statement continued. Sorry, I can't hold myself together. It's too funny. Say JPMC does not close accounts for political or religious reasons. Liars. "We do not close accounts because they create legal or regulatory risk for the company. We regret having to do so, but often rules and regulatory expectations led us to do so. We have been asking both his administration and prior administrations to change the rules and regulations that put us in this position, and we support the administration's efforts to prevent the weaponization of the banking sector." Tell me that doesn't sound very contradictory. Tell me, come on though. Tell me this doesn't sound contradictory. Okay, so let's really break this down. They don't close accounts for political or religious reasons. Okay, so then why did you shut down this man's account? Oh, because they created legal or regulatory risk for the company. So let me riddle me this, JPM. Riddle me this. Like Mr. Epstein, right? We know who I'm referring to. Did he not cause a legal or regulatory risk to the company? Ooh, interesting question. The reason why they're not saying that about Epstein is because, oh, they made money off of him. Oh, because maybe Jamie Dimon was affiliated with that. Maybe just because they bought all the politicians and they couldn't buy Donnie T. And so now they're saying that Donnie T created legal and or regulatory risk for the company. Tell me how. Tell me how. Weaponization of the banking system. I think they weaponize it in the fact that they debank people, but also they bank criminals that they just like because they benefit from said criminal. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, man, I'm sorry, but this is very hypocritical, very contradictory. Wow, that was, they should have, you know what, in situations like that, you know, like PR managers, you know, if they had one that was good, just would tell them to shut up. Just tell them to stop talking, dude. Like, this PR isn't gonna get you anywhere. Like, it's really not. So in cases like this, you shut up. You shut up because there's so much more behind the scenes that you did that is worse than this. Where you could have said, Donnie T, you know what? I throw my hands up in the air. I'm sorry, bro. Because now you're testing him. And if you test him, he's going to come after you. And then maybe the company really gets exposed for what it is. Woo! Powerful right here. I don't know. This is crazy. Did we smash the like, guys? Can we smash the like, subscribe, and share? Thank you very much. Did Alex O raid in here at one point? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like funky things going on. Hello, Uncle Billy. How are you? Say hello. Say hello. I think I see some of your comments in here now. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. No reasonable person wants Bitcoin. Oof. Why is that? Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep going. Okay, yeah, in relation to Donnie T, he appointed a lot of people to the SEC and the CFTC. All I wanted to really throw in on this was that they are pushing to unite with one another, work together, and all of this sort of stuff to push this legislation forward. And it's not a new sentiment that the SEC and the CFTC are trying to work together, but the CFTC now has their chief, Mike Selig, and the two agencies will hold a Tuesday event. And Paul Atkins, who's the chairman of the SEC, and Selig have both been kind of like intertwined in their careers, which is beautiful. They had a joint statement together yesterday to announce the combined crypto event at the CFTC headquarters in Washington, saying that market participants have been forced to navigate regulatory boundaries that are unclear in application and misaligned and designed based solely on legacy jurisdictional silos. And they said this event will build on our broader harmonization efforts to ensure ensure that this innovation takes root on American soil under American law and in service of American investors, consumers, and economic leadership. You know what? We like this. They're saying the right things. However, what I would like to see is a definition for commodities and securities. We still don't have that. We've moved forward in a lot of different ways, but I would love to see some definitions come out. Because I feel like a lot of stuff is still up in the air. But you know what? The reason why, again, they can't give us definitions is because you can't put crypto in a box. Whether that's Bitcoin or a token or an NFT, it's just, it goes in too many directions. You just can't do it. And so I wonder how they're going to carry this forward when it comes to even the Clarity Act. You know what I mean? Like, we need to just have, I think we could start small and just have our basic rights covered. Self-custody, the right to mine, the right to send money to and from, and it doesn't matter what currency I'm paying with at the store except crypto. Let me pay my sales tax just like I do with my debit and credit card or my cash, and I'm paying that tax at the freaking counter. That can remain, but also the capital gains needs to go. Remain peaceful, Randy, remain peaceful. If we are going to use Bitcoin as currency, if we're going to have cryptocurrency in the United States, especially stable coins, which is why the banks want to kill yields and stable coins in general, it's because they're intimidated, but we're going to be using this as day-to-day currency. So you got to make it fit for us to do it. Now we're going to talk about Tristan Thompson before we get back into the States, because I needed to throw this in there. So Tristan Thompson, again, famous basketball player. I believe he was married to a Kardashian or something. He is launching his own prediction market for the NBA. For all my basketball fans, let me know if this is something you would enjoy. So here's the tea. Beyond holding shares, and again, what he's trying to do again is create NBA stats into stock, which is very interesting. And so beyond holding shares, the platform facilitates direct competition between users based on specific player matchups. Like daily head-to-head contests pit specific players against one another, and users can predict which players have the better stat line in a winner-take-all format. And Thompson aims to deepen fan engagement by incentivizing viewers to watch live games to track their investments, which again could be an overall net positive if they market this the right way, right? Because if they don't market this the right way, then how are you going to get everyday guys that are watching basketball to make the move to actually go on your website, right? Like, people are easily, all right, FanDuel, okay, Polymarket, okay, Call Sheet, okay, this, okay, that. But why would they go to your website? Like, why would they want to, like, get knee deep in this? Like, where are the rewards? Why, like, what's going to keep their attention? And especially, why would they trust you with their money? And so he sees this as the next generation for sports media personalities, which again, if, like I said, if they market this the right way, the ratings for the NBA could go up. It needs to become viral. It needs to be something that's catchy, fun, instant. He says beyond speculation, Thompson sees the platform as a reputation engine for the next generation of sports media personalities. He envisions top performers using their verifiable on-chain track records to launch independent live streams and build social followings. And the goal is to empower creators to become more popular than the guys on ESPN by proving that they're tapped into the culture. Now, this is also going to a point where you have these guys that are in the NBA, and you might say they have a big ego because they're like 6'1", and they're strong, they're cool, and they could shoot hoops. You know what I mean? They already got an ego. Why would they little themselves to a degree to go on these platforms? So I would like to know from like a player side, what is my incentive besides growing my fan base? Because some of them don't care about a fan base. They're like, all right, I play ball, I get paid, and I don't care about my fans, which is something that people might not like to hear, but that might be the way they think. So I would like to know from a creator side what this has to offer them. So because it has to be like a balanced game on both sides, especially with men. You got to give them a reason. If men don't have a reason, if they don't have a drive to do something, then they're not going to do it. It's like, you know, again, this is going to go back to my relationships, like my relationship chats, where like girls in my generation like to say, if he wanted to, he would. You know what I mean? Like, if he liked you, he would want to bring you flowers. He would want to take you on a date. He would want to get you a nice burger at Shake Shack. He would like to do that. But if he doesn't like you, he doesn't want to, thus he won't, and he will put in less effort. It's the same thing with these NBA bros. All right, they're shooting hoops. They got all the attention everywhere. Why would they want to put effort into their fan base unless they're getting something back? It's all about the ego. It's all about the ego. They want something in return. They want something in return. Yeah, they don't want to take the risk of their team image. Yeah, that's also true. It's just like, it has to be like an NBA-wide thing. Like, it has to be like every team has like one or two of their top players hitting this platform. And again, if they're going to have these top players do that, they're going to say, what's in it for me? Like, how much are they going to get paid to go and post on this platform or whatever they're going to do? So that's really what it's about. So especially with people like that are very ego-driven, yeah. My reason is to help people working hard to help themselves, and Randy's the best example. Aww. Why, thank you, Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy really believes in me. I really appreciate him. Like, Uncle Billy, like, really, like, hits me up all the time, and, like, he just makes my days better, so thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. Again, please smash the like and subscribe and share. I don't know how many likes we have, but we're going to go into our spotlight, which is going to have Kansas, Tennessee. I don't know how you guys feel about Bitcoin strategic reserves for states, but I'm trying to push one right now with FBBA, and I hope that you guys go and support it. Again, I have a PayPal link, and I'm going to figure out a way to freaking get there and be part of these hearings. Again, visit fbba.io. Donate to the PayPal. I've seen some donations come through, so thank you guys for all of your contributions. Again, every penny will go towards my travel to go ahead and get to Tallahassee whenever these bills are going to get heard. Now, Kansas, we're going to go into Kansas. Your hotlight, spotlight, highlight. All these words combined are starting right now, for sure. A new bill in Kansas is going to build and have a state-managed Bitcoin and digital asset reserve. Lawmakers in the U.S. state of Kansas are considering a bill that would create a state-managed Bitcoin and digital assets reserve fund funded through unclaimed property rather than direct purchases of the cryptocurrency. Kansas Senate Bill 352, introduced by Senator Craig Bowser on Wednesday, would establish a Bitcoin and digital assets reserve fund in the state treasury administered by the state treasurer. This would consist of airdrops, staking rewards, and interest earned on abandoned digital assets held under Kansas's unclaimed property laws. It would include crypto and other digital-only assets rather than any direct purchases of Bitcoin by the state, broadly mirroring the White House decision to fund a strategic reserve with forfeited Bitcoin instead of buying Bitcoins on the open market, which is true and not true, because of course they're starting off the reserve with seized Bitcoin. Okay, they have it. But then they also want to own 1 million. So to get to that 1 million Bitcoin, they're gonna have to either keep seizing it or they're gonna end up buying. So, and there's a lot of ways to do that don't cost the taxpayer, which is, selling our gold reserves, which is pretty much stupid, and selling it and putting that into Bitcoin. Again, like the appreciation with Bitcoin versus these gold notes that they have from like literally 100 years ago, please. Now, under this bill, 10% of each deposit of digital assets into the reserve fund must be credited to the state's general fund, but the Bitcoin itself would be kept out of the general fund. SB 352 also amends their unclaimed property statutes to define digital assets and airdrops and to spell out how the state treats such assets when they are considered abandoned. Now, I would really like to know how long they consider something abandoned for. If I leave my crypto on an exchange for 3 years, are you going to take it? I would like to know what that means. Or if someone unfortunately passes away, God forbid, then is that unclaimed property if they didn't put it in their will to pass on to their kids, whatever that may be? Interesting. Also, when it comes to the retirement system in Kansas, they did something, which is Senate Bill 34. Allowing Kansas public employees' retirement system to allocate 10% of their assets into spot Bitcoin ETFs, which was introduced January of 2025 and remains in the Senate Committee on Financial Institutions and Insurance. We'll see what happens. But that's what's going on in Kansas. They're having Bitcoin reserves and digital asset reserves, but seized property only. And again, counting crypto as property is too wishy-washy for me. It is way too wishy-washy for me. And unclaimed, we need to know what the real definition of unclaimed is. That's my 2 cents on that, or my 2 sats. Bitcoin. So you guys like that one, because it was nerdy. You guys like that one. In addition, sorry guys. Okay, yes. So we have Tennessee. They're clearing the path for crypto mining. And I don't know if you guys have heard this song. Have you guys heard, what was it? Choosing Texas by Ella Langley. It's like taking over the internet right now. I'm a big fan. I have to say, like, I try to resist the Ella Langley, like, FOMO, but I kind of really enjoyed her. Like, I think, like, you know, the song is like, just when I thought I got him to fall in love with Tennessee. Yeah. Bang! Guys, I'm in my country era right now. I love country music. All I listen to is worship music, country music. Like, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Yeehaw, baby. And I cannot wait to go back to Tennessee one day. I want to go to Nashville. I want to get after it. I want to yeehaw. You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling the vibe. But Tennessee is clearing that path again for crypto mining. I gotta show you guys what's going on. This is so good. This is so good. They approved changes to the city's zoning rules that could pave the way for crypto mining companies and data centers. In a Tuesday meeting, the board, again, of mayor and aldermen in Kingsport, unanimously approved on the first reading an ordinance to amend the land zoning related to data centers and crypto mining sites, and this sets guidelines on where those facilities would be located, and its approval followed a recommendation from Kingsport's planning division in December and requires a second vote before the amendment is finally adopted. I do know some people in this community that live in Tennessee. How do we feel about that? I would like to know. I would really like to know. You guys are great. Thank you guys for being here in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you guys. Here's what's going on. The city's industrial district zoning code text was created without the anticipation of mass digitization, saying the staff expects to see new digital data-based industries looking for locations to develop. This text amendment allows for the city to appropriately locate and permit these uses. Again, because it's going to bring a lot of money to the city. Also, they only have 57,000 people in Kingsport, and it's in one of the top of Tennessee cities by population. 57,000? Guys, what? I'm sorry. 57,000 people? No. I think my old neighborhood had like hold on. I gotta look at the population of my old neighborhood, even though it's not accurate because there's a bunch of people in this country that aren't supposed to be here. So my old neighborhood, I just looked it up in Brooklyn. Just my neighborhood alone is between 77 to 85,000 residents, which and the other neighborhood I grew up with was 125 to 126,000 residents. And you're talking about a neighborhood that's just like a few miles. You know what I mean? Like it's not like huge. And there's what? Like almost 200,000 people within like this tiny little space. And this one town, this one city has 57,000. That's it? That's it? What? I'm sorry. That's a little freaking mind-boggling to me. That's a little mind-boggling. And that's one of the top 20 cities by population. Only 57,000 people. What is Spencer? Town of 9,000 here. One of the larger towns in your state. What? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Like I go see a Lightning game, like a little hockey game, and there's more people in that stadium than some towns. What? I'm sorry. That is scary to me. Here's the thing. Like before I moved into this apartment, and I was going like house hunting with people. I was going for them too, not even just for me. Like there was like 3 people in my life looking for a new place at the same time. So I was just going house hunting with everyone. Apartments, townhomes, actual houses. Guys, I would go into Like, I'm kind of in the city-ish. Like, I'm not even fully in the city, but I would go out into like the boonies, like what I consider the boonies, which is like a regular neighborhood for most. And I'm looking and I'm like, there's nothing happening here. What am I gonna do with myself? I can't imagine walking out of a house and just seeing like copy paste same houses all around me, and then it's like this little neighborhood that nothing's happening, and then you go outside the neighborhood and still nothing's happening, and there might be like one Costco 2 miles away, and what? I'm sorry, and that's not even real boonies. To me, that's the boonies. But where Spencer probably lives, 9,000 people in his city, like how far is Walmart? Do you even have a Shake Shack? Do you have a KFC? Not that I eat KFC, but do you have smash burgers? It's called quiet. What does quiet mean? See, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. That is overwhelming. That is overwhelming. That it's overwhelming that there's nothing, not overwhelming that there's everything. You know what I mean? I think I'm a little backwards when it comes to things like that. 40 minutes to the closest Costco? Spencer! No hype, had to drive an hour to Costco? I mean, listen, over here, the nearest Costco, I'm going to look it up. I think it's like 30 minutes away because it has to be a little bit out there. But it's a different 30 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're in the middle of nowhere 30 minutes. I'm like in a city 30 minutes. Okay, so there's two of them. How far is this one? One is 26 minutes. What's the other one? Costco. Where's this one? This one is also 23 minutes. There's one here, and then there's one over there. Okay. Oh, and there's another one. There's another one. When do you open? Well, how far are you? 28 minutes. I have like a million Costcos. I didn't even know I had this many Costcos. I just go with my friend. She hits me up when she goes to Costco, and then I buy croissants from Costco. If you guys don't buy Costco croissants, I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, we have coins to watch. I forgot we do a podcast. Gainers, losers, guys. We have layer 0 up 20% today. What a banger. Axie Infinity up 18%. Dash up 8. 00 up about 9.5. And Ondo up that 5%. Looking at the losers today, Story is down 6%. Canton, the banker coin, down 4.8%. ICP down 4.5%. Pamp.fan, not pamping today. We are down 2%. And the lit of the lighter is now dim. Is down 2.6%. Let's take a gander at Ethereum, shall we? Ethereum is $2,932 today. We're down about 0.5%. Guys, what's going on with ETH? Why can't we hold $3,000? It's okay. We want to hold 2,800. Bullish is that 3,070. Again, we keep hitting that like wall there. But I'm going to go back to the fact that the RSI needed to come down. It really did. And look at that. Woof! Big dip there. I love that. And I would say send it farther down. Send it, please. Wipe our hands clean of everyone that just keeps complaining. Darn. Everyone's so needy. Like, everyone talks about like not wanting to be needy in like a relationship, a friendship, this and that. You can't be needy, da, 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 da. I would argue that crypto nerds are some of the most needy people in the world. We are needy. Oh, Bitcoin went to $100,000, but that's not good enough, even though we've been talking about this mystical, magical 100K mark. No one thought it was going to happen. Now it's happening. Now we're still at $89,000, and people are like, but what's next? What attention can I get next? Why isn't my candles going green and up and up and up? And then when it goes up, and when we do have a nice little run, people are still needy, where they're like, but I didn't get it when it was lower. I need it lower. And then Bitcoin's like, okay, I'll go lower for you. Like, sure, here's a dip. And people are like, what? What? You're still not giving me what I want. And this is why I say, like, crypto is full of needy people. We're very needy people. Very, very needy. Like, we're very emotionally charged individuals. As my friend likes to say, you're emotionally charged. And like, when you're emotionally charged, that means you don't make moves. You know what I mean? Like, if you're emotionally charged and you're like upset and you're like raging over the charts, like you look at Litecoin and you see it go below that $75 support, you're heading towards a 64. Some might scream, some might cry. They might be, as they say, emotionally charged. And that's when you got to pull back. You got to reset, go touch grass or something and come back and be like, you know what? I'm going to chill out. I'm actually going to recenter myself. And then when I go back and look at the chart, I'll have a real plan in my head of a bullish and a bearish scenario. We won't, throw 5,000x leverage in hopes that this one little move that happens next is in favor. No. Do not be emotionally charged. Sit back, relax, go outside. I know there's like a snowstorm coming around. That's okay. You can go touch snow, open your door, go boop, 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 boop. Feel the snow outside your window. I'm telling you, it'll ground you. It'll ground you. Peace, love. Keep calm. Hodl on. All the things I tell you on this podcast. And what I will tell you right now on this podcast is to become a member of the channel because we support each other. We support each other. You like that my lights are on in my apartment? Then keep them on. Keep them on. And go ahead and smash the like. Become a member of the channel because on Wednesdays and Fridays, not only do you get cool emojis, but you also get into our lovely after shows. Sorry, my necklace is all over the place today. This isn't my daily one. Guys, I was devastated. I'm doing a lot of yapping today. Yesterday, my chain broke on my other necklace. And then I was looking on Amazon and I didn't find anything that I liked to replace the chain. Chains are expensive, guys. So I think I gotta hit the mall or find a jewelry store and get a real chain that's not gonna, cause me any issues. But yeah, I was putting on my necklace yesterday and I was like, fixing it. And then it just like fell right off. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And it wasn't that nice. I'll admit it wasn't that nice. But it fell off my neck. I got to get a new chain, guys. So that's my mission for the weekend. It's also my friend's birthday today. So I know you guys don't know her, but say happy birthday in the chat for my friend. It's her birthday. So we're going to go celebrate with her. I know she's not watching this podcast right now because she's in her birthday little extravaganza. But I think I'm going to get her an edible arrangements, guys. I love buying edible arrangements because it's something I love and I know other people love it too. I'm not sponsored, obviously, but I'm just going to say I love edible arrangements. You know what? I got to show you guys before I head off this podcast. Edible arrangements is so freaking good. Like, I don't understand like what possesses them to be this amazing. And you know what the best part, excuse me, excuse-moi. You know what the best part of edible arrangements is? And I'll tell you right now. Hold on, where is it? Boop, boop, boop. The best part of edible arrangements is chocolate-covered pineapple. Chocolate-covered pineapple. That is the best part of edible arrangements. I don't care what you think, what your opinions might be, because we have freedom of speech and I have my own opinions. But chocolate-covered pineapple, fire. And if you guys have not tried it yet, again, I'm not sponsored. I don't got discount codes or nothing. Go get yourself an edible arrangement. That's the plan. So I think I'm going to order that right now for my friend. Go pick it up and get after it. But I am very bullish. Oh, the Piper Academy is coming in. Hello, Pipers. But I love chocolate. You never had chocolate-covered pineapple? Pineapple's probably my favorite fruit, besides cherries. I love cherries. But, bruh, I am telling you, go get your chocolate-covered pineapple. It is fire on fire. Is it organic? A girl I can't attest to that. But sometimes you got to cheat and have some fun. You got to have some fun in this life. I eat organic everything all the time. I try. But, who knows if any of that's real anyway. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are like such lovely individuals, and I appreciate you with my whole darn heart. And so I love, Alexandra goes, chocolate. Hello, Randy A. Hello, everybody. Again, please become members of the channel. If you have not yet, please check out FBBA.io, the Florida Blockchain Business Association, because we are going to try to pass a Bitcoin strategic reserve and digital asset legislation for the state of Florida. And if there are any companies that are watching this that want to become members of the FBBA, also contact me and I will help you do that. I have been heading their media strategy, so please go ahead and help us out. Again, we do have a PayPal link for you guys to donate to my travels, so I can go ahead and get after it for you guys. Ooh, a chocolate lava cake. Don't even test me. Don't even test me, LB. I freaking love a lava cake. My friends know that if I'm not feeling good, if I'm having a bad day, you get me chocolate ice cream that has Oreos in it, or chocolate ice cream that has brownies in it, or a chocolate lava cake. If someone provides me with a chocolate lava cake with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and the cake has to be hot, Has to be warm. Oh, I'm the happiest camper. I'm the happiest camper. One day I wasn't feeling good and my friend stopped by my apartment and I was in pajamas. I was like, what are we doing? And she's like, we're going to eat. Come with us. And I was like, bruh, I'm down bad. And she was like, do you want me to bring you dessert? And I said, what kind of dessert? And she was like, a chocolate cake. And I started crying on site. I cried tears. And then she left and then she came back from dinner with a chocolate lava cake with vanilla ice cream. And I was probably the happiest person in the world. And my friends just came into my apartment and watched me eat the ice cream in tears. So that was good. I'm a very happy person. Like, I'm a very easy person to please. I do have a sweet tooth. Like, I am very bad with the sweets, but like, I'm not terrible, you know? I'm not terrible. Like, if I'm eating sweets, it's most likely fruit. Maybe some honey, you know what I mean? That's in my coffee right now. I'm trying not to do like these ultra high processed sugars. So I'm doing my best out here. Your girl can only do so much, especially because I'm a woman and I love chocolate. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys are going to get hit with this major snowstorm over the weekend, I heard a lot of people are going to get slammed. I heard New York is going to get slammed. Everyone's going to get slammed. So prayers up for every single one of you guys. Please stay safe out there. And just make sure your safety and your warmth is number one. Because again, I care about you and I don't want you to get hurt. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Stay blessed, stay happy. Go touch sand, touch snow, touch air, touch water. I don't know what you got to do, but like go out and be with nature. I will see you guys in the Discord after show right now. Smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends, and I will see you guys later. Have a beautiful weekend. And as always, stay zesty. Mwah. Bye.